Why are so many big names like Hooters closing their doors? Is it the end of an era or the beginning of a new opportunity for entrepreneurs? In today's episode, we dive into the wave of business bankruptcies and closures that are making headlines and what it means for your business journey. Stay tuned as we break down key insights that could reshape your perspective on navigating tough times in business.
Hey, lady bosses, are you working even after putting the kids to bed but still not getting results?
Are you tired of spending money on ads that aren't getting engagement?
Do you feel burdened that you aren't fulfilling your purpose in life because you are so consumed with work?
I'm your host, Brooke Boltz. I'm an attorney and founder of Boltz Legal. I started my business and in 1 year was bringing in 7 figures and am now bringing in multi-7 figures.
And I'm your co-host, Rachel Boltz, owner of Boltz Media. I've helped many businesses build their online presence and increase their revenue through digital marketing.
Want to hear how we did it?
We are here to help you achieve your goals personally, professionally, and spiritually.
So kick off your high heels, sit back, and let's ignite that passion.
We're Miss Biz, where we're putting the miss in biz.
Let's get biz done.
If you watch the news or read any type of news like articles, you can't help but see all of the bankruptcies and closures that are occurring all over the United States, including some major giants like Hooters and Joann. But what's going on? Why are so many brands struggling? And what lessons can we take away as entrepreneurs? So whether you're running a startup or scaling your business, this episode, we hope, will fill you with key takeaways to help you adapt and thrive in uncertain times. So, according to CoreSite research, in 2024, a staggering 7,325 U.S. store closures took place. This marks the highest number of closures since the year 2000, when 10,000 stores shut their door. The pandemic and inflation have been major contributors to this trend. Consumers are more comfortable shopping online than actually going into stores and looking for the best deals, which is leading to a decline in foot traffic for the brick and mortar stores.
Yeah, and as much as I don't want to contribute to this problem, I know that I am, because Amazon is just so convenient and it's so quick and there's so many options in one place that as much as I internally want to get in the car and drive to the local store to pick up whatever it may be, I just don't do it. I mean, sometimes I do, but rarely. Most of the time it's going on Amazon while it's top of mind, making the order, and within a few minutes I'm done. And I know that that's the cause of this epidemic. These stores are shutting down because Amazon has taken over a huge portion of the market. And as much as I don't want to be a part of that, it's just too easy and convenient not to.
Yeah, so not only are there these shifting consumer behaviors, such as people preferring the online shopping over for the convenience and the savings, but also inflation has made it more difficult as well. Higher prices have squeezed household budgets, which is causing many to cut back on just free spending that they might have had or recreational spending. Also, some companies haven't adapted quickly enough to meet the changing needs of the market, especially when it comes to e-commerce and in-store experiences.
Several well-known brands are now in danger of closing or already on the brink of bankruptcy. So let's take a closer look at some of the biggest names making headlines. Joann Stores, or Joann Fabrics, was a popular fabric and craft retailer, and they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy for the second time in a year and will close multiple locations.
Hooters, which thrived years and years ago. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing a Hooters or ads for Hooters. This company, this dining chain, confirmed that it's working with creditors to prepare for a Chapter 11 filing, which could be happening within the next 2 months. They are restructuring so that they can stay afloat, but it's unclear which locations might be affected.
Big Lots is another one. And it had an ownership change, and after that, Big Lots is going to close a portion of its stores. While they announced that 200 stores will remain open, shoppers should check their local stores to see if they will be affected.
I know the Big Lots near my house closed, and it kind of broke my heart a little bit. Like, I really liked going there for certain things, not everything, but they had some pretty decent sales if you looked for them.
Do you love the Miss Biz podcast?
Because we love you.
Here's 3 things you can do to show your support.
1, write us a review. Apple or Spotify are the best platforms for reviews.
2, join us for our free Friday Zoom calls at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. To RSVP, go to missbiz.com homepage, scroll down to Miss Biz Connects, and click the link.
3, follow us on social media. Our handle is at Miss Biz Podcast.
As always, thank you for your support.
Walgreens is another one. This one kind of surprised me. Walgreens plans to close 500 stores across the U.S. by August 2025, with some locations expected to be impacted.
I'm really surprised to hear that about Walgreens because they have the pharmaceutical sales. And I would think that people are still going in person to the store to get their pharmacy medications. Maybe not. Maybe I'm out of the loop because I don't use a lot of pharmacy medications. But I would think that would be the biggest driver of sales at Walgreens. So I'm really surprised to hear that. I go to Walgreens all the time because it's the closest convenient place to stop into to pick up a gift card or any type of gift. Plus, I do a lot of photo printing at Walgreens. So I probably go to Walgreens more than I go anywhere, even more than the grocery store, because the grocery store is going to take a while to get through the checkout process, whereas Walgreens, you can get something quickly.
Exactly.
So I'm really surprised by that.
I went to Walgreens, not to cut you off, I went to Walgreens on Christmas Eve because I forgot something really, really big. And I was like, oh, there is no way that I am going to Walmart. And so I went to Walgreens. I was in and out in like 5 minutes because I knew exactly what I needed to get and got it. And I went on my merry way.
Right.
Another store that is closing, which I just read about yesterday, is Forever 21. That one I can kind of see because malls aren't doing too well overall, but I know like the mall near us, the one in Altamont, that Forever 21 is always packed. There are always people shopping. So that one kind of surprised me a little bit as well.
Yeah, that's a popular brand too. But if people there's just so many more options now. When we were kids, it was our only options were what we could find in the store.
Right.
And now you have thousands of options at your fingertips online. So it just makes it hard to stay loyal to one brand when you have so many options available at any given time that are so accessible and convenient.
Exactly. So while many of these chains are closing locations across the United States, the reality is that these closures can offer important lessons for business owners. And here's how you can avoid a similar fate. You must be willing to adapt to consumer preferences. If you haven't already, make sure that you invest in making your business accessible online. Consumers are increasingly looking for convenience and value. So ensure that you're meeting them where they are.
Also, stay in tune with what the trends are. Regularly analyze your business model and make adjustments to stay competitive, whether that's adjusting your price, offering promotions, or improving customer service. Staying adaptable is key.
And don't overextend yourself. Businesses like Hooters and Joann are struggling because of debt and poor financial management. Staying financially responsible and avoiding overexpansion is vital. We see it all the time where businesses do really well and then they start opening multiple locations and then they realize that there isn't enough money to sustain all of those locations and then they end up having to cut back. So,
well, I think that is probably affecting retail chains in general, is that it's just, there's so much overhead when you open a retail store. You have this massive storefront that has a huge expense. And when you can sell things online, you just cut out all of that.
right.
And it's also a lot less liability, honestly. You don't have people coming in the store and you're not having to be responsible for a product that falls on somebody's head or someone slips and falls. You know, there's just way less liability. So liability insurance is going to be much less for an online store than it would be an in-person store. So there's a ton of considerations and a ton of expense in the in-person shopping experience that you just don't have when you're online. You may have some other different types of expenses. Now you have to deal with delivery and packaging and things like that that you otherwise wouldn't have had. But I think it's probably a huge savings to opt out of the retail store location.
When it comes to social media, sometimes having a scheduling tool can be extremely helpful, but with so many different options, it's difficult to determine which one is best for your needs as well as your budget. That's why we created the Social Media Planner Comparison Chart.
Then you can look at all the different options and choose the one that's best for you. For your free copy, visit missbiz.com/contact and simply type into the subject line, Social Media Comparison Chart.
I think this last one is really key, and that's customer experience. Experience matters more than ever. This is so important. I mean, how many times do you go to a store and don't feel seen or heard or valued? And people have some pretty high expectations. If you walk into a restaurant, if it takes them 10 minutes to seat you anywhere, are you going to really stay to be seated, or are you just going to walk out and go to a different restaurant? Because there are a ton of competitors out there that do what you do. So customer experience matters so much. I mean, just think about Publix. Publix has built a brand based on customer experience. And because their focus is on that, they can charge more than other grocery stores can. And people will still go to Publix even though they can find the same thing cheaper at Aldi's or somewhere else. So with fewer physical stores, businesses are really going to need to create experiences that keep customers coming back, whether that's through personalized services, loyalty programs, or just great customer care.
Yeah, I mean, Publix is a great example, and they spare no expense when it comes to that. And that's kind of, I think, the hard choice is, do I spend the extra money not knowing if it's going to increase the business or increase the brand loyalty, and then hoping that it does? And for Publix, it's worked. Mm-hmm. It has worked. They have created a great customer experience, and people are loyal to that brand. But it's a risk. You know, if you level up and say, I'm going to add all these bells and whistles to my customer experience, and then it doesn't work, you just spent a bunch of money and it didn't work. So it is risky, and it is a tough decision to make, but Publix is a great example of somewhere that it definitely did work.
Mm-hmm. So, in the rise of bankruptcies and store closures, it's an important wake-up call for business owners. In 2024, Core Site Research reported the highest number of closures since 2000, and it's showing no signs of slowing down. So, if you're a business owner, now is the time to focus on flexibility, customer needs, and maintaining strong financial health. And I think this is a good reminder, too, that it's worth it to, if you're struggling, to reach out to somebody for help. You know, we offer coaching with Miss Biz that can really help you if you just need some guidance or some extra support. Because while some businesses are closing their doors, there are always opportunities for entrepreneurs who are ready to adapt, innovate, and meet customers where they are.
And hopefully, if you are struggling in your business, this can also be an encouragement to you that you're not alone. If these huge businesses are closing their doors or downsizing, then this is a nationwide epidemic that is affecting everybody, and it's not just you. So I think you can have a little bit of peace of mind to know that we're all in the same boat, we're all struggling in these ways, but that there are ways to adapt and make it through. So thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If you're ready to take that next step, then we are here to help you navigate those business challenges. Step one, in addition to the coaching that Rachel mentioned, would be just join our Facebook group. It's called Miss Biz Nation, and it's a great place to brainstorm ideas. And if you put things that you're struggling with on the private group, then other people will give you their thoughts and feedback, and just it's a great place to interact and have a support system with like-minded business owners.
We appreciate you and are honored to be on this journey with you. We can't wait to help you, to encourage you, and show you how to grow personally, professionally, and spiritually.
If you found Miss Biz helpful, please leave a review and share with others.
You can follow us on social media at Miss Biz Podcast.
For legal questions or services, please visit boltslegal.com.
And for digital marketing needs, please visit boltsmedia.com. Let's get biz done.